Yo, what is up everyone? This is Zinny here. Today you guys are watching my video me talking about my experience being in an anime club. Now, this is something I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time. This is a somewhat of an old story. About 5 or 6 years ago this took place. So I'm just finally now talking about it, and this is a topic I've been wanting to talk about for quite a bit now. And also I've been bored, so I guess I don't have anything else better to do but to talk on camera for a bit. And sorry I don't have my mic with me right now. I usually have my mic when I have these videos or when I do videos in general. It's not dead or anything or broken. It's just that I didn't feel like putting everything up right now, so I just didn't feel like I was too lazy. But anyway, so this won't be a long video because I don't remember every single detail that I went through at the time of being in this anime club, so there might be some things I do not remember, and I am going to be all over the place with this, but I guess I go over the main highlights and what made me want to be in an anime club. So the earliest that I thought about being an anime club was like back in 2016. I believe it was somewhere in my junior year. Yeah, I think it was my junior year. My sophomore or junior year when I thought about, you know, creating an anime club. I went on this thing called Schoology. I don't know how many people who watching this are familiar with Schoology. It's kind of like the Facebook, but for like school projects and, having contact with your teachers about like work, all that. Basically, Facebook of school is what is basically is. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So in that, I made a post on Schoology about if there was like an anime club or not, and one of my teachers, one of my science teachers, asked, well, not asked, but she told me saying that I can create one, and I thought about it for a bit, and I just completely forgot about it until around 2017. I think it was like close to my senior year, or I can't remember my years, but it was somewhere around that time when an anime club was officially open, but it wasn't open by me. It was opened by like two of these people. I forgot their names, but they were really cool. But this one kid, I forgot his name. I can't remember his name right now. My history teacher was in that club too. Shout out to my history teacher, by the way. If you're watching this, what's up? And that just reminds me, I got to push him to watch Death Note, or watch the anime Death Note, not the live action one. You already seen that. But shout out to my history teacher for telling me about this club and putting me on to these people. But anyway, so he was a pretty big One Piece fan, so that's why I believe he started this anime club, the anime club thing. And it was one girl, she was mostly quiet, and I remember her being real short, and she was also into anime too. So I saw the flyers all around the school, and I applied, and I had to stay after school. I forgot what time. I think it started somewhere like soon as the bell ring, like the last day when the bell ring or something like that. And like like the time when most people leave, really, like doing after school hours. So it started around like between 3 or 4. I didn't really leave until like maybe 5 or 6 sometimes. All we did was just really watch Attack on Titan Junior, and I just realized I never really finished that. I feel like it should. I mean, I thought it was alright. I enjoyed it, and I was kind of like I wouldn't say I'm the only guy who was into anime in my school, but in the club it kind of felt like it, because they didn't really talk about the shows like that, like I really wanted to. That's why I wanted to be an anime club, to share my interest, to express my love for these weird, cool looking, emotional Japanese cartoons, like you know what I mean. So I was trying to have some engagement with these guys, and I talked to the kid who was into One Piece because he was very heavy into One Piece, and and he just gave me a piece of paper of, you know, like some of the shows that I write down, you know, just randomly writes, you know, some shows that I've seen. So I did that. I just basically just wrote stuff that I just recently saw, stuff that's like my favorite, you know, a whole bunch of stuff that I just enjoy, right? And just put it down on paper. It's kind of like a recommendation thing, I guess. And so we were all in the club. It felt kind of awkward because we was all just watching Attack on Titan, and my history teacher, to an extent, was also there as well. And so we was talking a little bit about the show, but it just, you know, it just felt kind of awkward. It was like we wasn't really doing much talking. And before we even watched the show, the One Piece guy, like the kids in One Piece, he often like play like a lot of Japanese music, sometimes like anime openings before the club starts. And yeah, and there was only the three of us, by the way. It wasn't anybody else in this club. And I was hoping to invite one of my friends to, you know, join the program, but some of them wasn't, they either wasn't interested or they just didn't have the time. So I just kept on going there. And eventually there was some people that did show in front of our club, and they were also in anime too, because I see them watching on their laptops and stuff, and some of them were even cosplayers, but they was just there. They wasn't really, you know, there to join us to watch whatever we were about to watch. And it kind of sucked because I really wanted to, you know, share, to express more for my love for anime. And sometimes I just don't like feeling left out. And this wasn't that long ago, by the way. Like, anime back in 2017 was already being accepted as like the next big mainstream thing. I mean, sure, it's not fully accepted, or wasn't fully accepted like it is now, obviously. It's like a lot of more and more celebrities are starting to be more open to the love for anime, and also other people too are slowly, you know, finally giving it a chance, and I think that's really dope. But I'm trying not to sound too negative, but I kind of feel like it was kind of worthless. I really hate putting it that way. I wouldn't say worthless, but I don't want to say it's a waste of time, because like it was an interesting experience. It's just that, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how, like, I'm just watching shows with people that I didn't really interact with that much at all, and also like not that many people wasn't really interested in the club. It's like they either want to go home and just watch whatever they want to watch, which actually makes sense, because I just kind of don't see the point of like watching a show like as a club, especially if we're not gonna have any discussions about it. It's like, I mean, I think it's cool that we can watch shows together, don't get me wrong, but there's only so much you can do at the time, you know, before the school completely shuts down, like during the day. Like, you know what I mean? And I will often just go home and just watch whatever I was intending to watch, and it would, you know, it was kind of an odd experience. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, I really am. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm ungrateful. It's just that my experience with being an anime, you know, being in the anime club was kind of meh. You know what I mean? But it was an interesting experience. And like, after a while it did shut down, because I don't know, I can't remember exactly why it shut down. Eventually I think it might have been due to the fact that you know, there wasn't enough people showing up, and a lot of people wasn't that interested in it, like you know, like with gaming. That's your cat. Anyway, that was my cat teasing. So yeah, I think that could be the reason why that the club didn't last very long, because like, I mean, obviously compared to an anime club to a gaming club, chances are you're gonna be in the gaming club, because like there's more people that's gonna play video games than opposed to like watching something with you in a club, or I guess that could be the reason. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. But I was offered to be the leader of the anime club, but I turned it down. And my reason is because I was too busy trying to pass all my semesters and, trying to pass all my classes so I can graduate from high school and all that. And it's also because I wasn't really that interested in it anymore. And I don't want to sound negative. It's just that, I don't know, man. Like, I would rather just go home. I would rather just watch something after I leave the school than just, watching other shows with other people that I'm never really gonna interact with like that. I don't know. I'm trying really hard not to be negative about it. But yeah, I think that's about it. So my overall experience of being in the anime club was kind of meh. So yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about really. Sorry if this video was kind of all over the place. I wish I could remember more of what really went down, but I can't remember everything about the about me being an anime club. So yeah, anyway, so I guess that does it for this video. So if you guys have any other experience of you being in an anime club or being an anime fan, or you know, or just being in the club in general, let me know in the comments or something. I'll probably read or maybe even reply. So anyway, I spent way too much time talking about this. This has been iZenny. Hope you guys have a great and safe day, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.